She was born into a prosperous Philadelphia family. Though she was a shy child, she would live her life in the public eye.
Don't try to be a hero. You don't have to be a hero, not for me.
I'm not trying to be a hero.
By the age of 23, her beauty and talent took her to Hollywood. She made 11 films in 3.5 years and became one of the most sought-after stars of her time. She worked with Hollywood's most important directors, played opposite its top leading men.
There's nothing quite so mysterious and silent as a dark theater.
Then, at 26, she turned her back on make-believe. But make-believe came true in a fairy tale shared by the entire world. Her name was Grace Kelly. It became Her Serene Highness Princess Grace of Monaco.
As a family, we were always very close. 4 of us. Peggy, my sister, is the oldest. My brother Jack, Grace, and then myself. She was the baby for 3.5 years and loved every minute of it. Grace, when she was young, was very shy and a mama's baby. There are many times that we have pictures taken that Mother had to lean back away from the camera so Grace would not cry to be taken away from her mother. She was very sweet and soft and loved to be held and cuddled and kissed and loved. I, on the other hand, and I think my brother and older sister were more, don't get around me. We want to do our own thing. We always had a place at the shore and when we were young, and at that time I think we had our best times together. We just had a marvelous time, and Grace, all her life, loved to be by the ocean and the sea. Grace and all the family, we were a competitive family. I think we got that. I know we got that from our mother and our father. They instilled into us a deep sense of competition and the love of sports, the thrill of winning, but also taught us how to lose gracefully.
But the Kellys didn't intend to lose. And there never was a better drill master than Jack Kelly. It was fun, family fun, and it left a special kind of determination.
The determination didn't manifest itself in Grace as much in the sporting field, but her determination sort of took another turn. She loved to sit by the hours and pretend and create situations and say, Lizzie, you do this, and I'll be this, and I'll be the mother, and you be the baby. And, of course, I gave her a hard time a lot of times because I did not want to play her games.
For Grace, growing up wealthy meant winter sport in Lake Placid. It also meant the best private schools. Working for causes you believed in started young, modeling its society fashion benefits. But for Grace, these shows meant more than fundraising. They were theater.
Her father believed absolutely that Peggy, the older sister, was going to make the big star of the family and succeed. And he never paid any attention to Grace, who was in the middle of the family, these 4 children. And she was quiet, observant of the others, and adored her older brother, too, also John B. Kelly Jr., and also an Olympic star, great racer, so the father thought he was great. But Grace, he just accepted.
She supported herself by modeling. She got her portfolio, and little by little, she started getting jobs.
So that she didn't have to ask for the favor of being supported in her efforts, so that she could justify her own existence by her own earning power.
Grace also appeared in commercials. She was the girl next door, the girl men hoped they could marry. After graduating from the American Academy, Grace found parts in stock companies and her first professional role in her Uncle George Kelly's play, The Torchbearers. In a single year, 1954, she had completed 4 major films
Grace Kelly for the Country Girl
and won an Academy Award. She was pronounced one of Hollywood's major stars. She was 24, and it seemed she had it all.
This is after Grace had had enormous success in films and bought a very big, posh apartment. And I have an image of her father walking through the lobby and Grace sort of peering out, saying, there he is, there he's coming. It was as if this fictional character, the great Gatsby, had come down to earth and was going to look at her apartment. And she really wanted to prove to him that she had accomplished a great deal. And that was the first time I got a sense of an undercurrent of something other than this picture book family.
A French magazine had decided the palace in Monaco would be a perfect background for Grace for a publicity layout. And then Prince Renier indicated he was willing to meet the beautiful star. Though he was known as a shy and modest man, Prince Renier III was called Europe's most eligible bachelor. And his meeting with Grace immediately provoked interest.
Rumors linking you with virtually everybody, and the latest one is with Grace Kelly. Would you comment on that for us?
No, I just met Grace Kelly. She came to the palace when she was at Cannes for the festival, and that's all.
Well, there are many stories that you're actively seeking a wife. Would you care to comment on that?
No, I'm not. That you can misquote.
I see.
What if you did meet a girl that you liked here? Would all this publicity about it prevent you from doing anything about it?
No, it shouldn't. I don't think anything.
If you were to marry, what kind of a girl do you have in mind?
I don't know. The best.
Being the best was a lesson Jack Kelly had drilled into his children. Grace had excelled. She had reached the top of her profession. But for Grace Kelly, there had to be more. Grace Kelly had been newsworthy as a movie actress, but now her importance soared.
Miss Kelly, how do you feel on this occasion?
Needless to say, I'm very, very happy.
How about you, Mr. Kelly?
Well, I think you can't interfere with love. If you're in love with each other, well, I'll give my blessing.
Reporters hung on every word and were alert to every move made by Grace or Prince Renier.
Will you continue with your career after your marriage?
Well, that decision will be made by the prince.
Is Miss Kelly going to make any more movies as far as you know? I don't think so.
Grace Kelly had never really enjoyed the publicity that came with stardom. Now she would feel the burden of true international celebrity.
I don't know how she was able to protect that small core that is so necessary, that keeps you sane. But she did.
I have never met her.
She was able, under the most extraordinary barrage of vociferous press and personal need that people had. I mean, people just, I don't know why they do it, but they seem to want to get inside, particularly press, a person's soul. And Grace had the extraordinary ability of not rising above it, but separating herself from it. It was almost a mystical kind of ability she had to be the quiet eye in the middle of a horrendous hurricane. And there she was, just firm and sure and calm.
It's a very exciting thing, and I'm very, very happy. Of course, I'm a little sad to be leaving home.